The International Labor Organization says there are now 30 million more people without jobs around the world than before the financial crisis began. Let's take a quick look at the numbers, at least in Greece. Eurostat puts the overall jobless rate at 24%, but the youth unemployment figure, a staggering 55%. That's 15 to 25-year-olds. Spain is in a similar predicament. Overall unemployment stands at 25% there too, and youth unemployment is at 53%. Let's take a closer look now at the impact of youth unemployment in Europe, or underemployment, and for that we're joined by Eckhard Ernst, senior economist with the International Labor Organization. He's in Geneva, Switzerland. Is the talk about a lost generation hyperbole, or is it real?
It is absolutely real. What we currently see is that these high youth unemployment rates are not likely to come down. The state of the economy, especially in these two countries, but also more widely in the euro area, is so bad that these high youth unemployment rates are unlikely to come down over the next 2 or 3 years. Actually, what is really very different in this crisis than earlier recessions is that youth that typically have a very quick way of getting back into employment now face for the first time longer and longer unemployment spells. So they stay out of jobs for longer and longer times and have difficulties to get back into employment.
Well, let's talk about that, because short term, obviously, we can see there are increased numbers of young people who are unemployed. But long term, there are serious consequences in terms of their entire careers.
Absolutely. At the ILO, we have insisted several times in the past that what we can expect from this high and persistent unemployment is that, first of all, some of the young people are dropping out of the labor force completely, and the others will actually have to accept much lower wages, much worse career paths, and this can last up to 10 or 15 years after they have actually joined a job in the near future.
Well, all right, we looked at Greece, 55% of the young people unemployed, Spain, 53% of the young people unemployed, but what's it like across the rest of the EU? Is it much better?
No, we see in the EU actually that the youth unemployment rate hovers around 20%. Overall, in developed economies, which is Euro area and abroad, North America, these youth unemployment rate are around 18%, and they will stay that high for the foreseeable future.
What does it mean for the countries themselves?
Well, first of all, you lose, obviously, an entire generation that is not productively entering the job market. Plus, over time, given that these young people have to accept much lower career aspirations, they will enter jobs that are much less productive and will therefore be contributing much less to their country's wealth.
All right, if it's a problem for the countries and it's a problem for the young people, who's working on solving it? Are there solutions out here? Is it re-education, getting the right degree? Is there a solution here anywhere?
Well, there are two things that need to be done urgently. First one, obviously, is to get the economy back working. Otherwise, there will be no jobs, neither for the young nor for the adult population. And in addition, we have to make sure that we keep these young people either in the labor force or in training, which is to say that we have to provide them with some training guarantees. The ILO has insisted that we should actually offer these young people a training guarantee, so to make sure that whatever training they lack currently, they will get through these additional programs.
All right. Eckhard Ernst, senior economist with the International Labor Organization, I want to thank you very much for your perspective on a problem that is really troubling the entire European continent, and for that matter, the rest of the world too. Again, thanks.